Hello and welcome back. It is Chit Chat with two T's. And as usual, I am your host, counseling psychologist, jvaldez, here to give you the mental health actual factuals. And today, it is our season opener, guys. Season 3 already. Very exciting stuff. And so we couldn't just start season 3. We had to start it with somebody extra special. Oh gosh, Ole, don't be on me for my extra special guests. I just know extra special people, right? But today is also very exciting because number one, we have our guest, Charlotte Chadee. Some of you all may know her as DJ Charlotte. I get it right?
Yeah.
See, guys, I know things. So we're so happy to have her with us.
Exactly.
Yes, and also we are at Tranquility Beauty Spa. Is our first episode being filmed on location ever. So it's a lot of firsts that we have going on here today. And with us, you'll see her in a minute. The owner and cosmetologist, Miss Candice Ferdinand, right? And today we also have her assistant who's very, very excited. Miss Tashana. I wouldn't call it Miss Tashana, right? Just be Tashana, that's okay? Tashana. Right? And we are here because part of your mental health is your physical health and well-being. So we decided we're going to come spotty and relax a little bit. Right? So we would like you to see Candice. You can see the beautiful face that you'll see when you come here. Come say hi, Candice. Hi. Yeah, she's nice, huh? So she'll come and she'll tell you hi, and she'll also make sure you're very well taken care of. So today what are we having today? Getting done.
Max Jelly Pedicure. So you have an array of treatments to choose from. So you tell me which one you would prefer.
Okay.
You have milk and honey, tea tree with peppermint, watermelon sugar, charcoal, green tea, and pearl glue.
Something about milk and honey or that watermelon and sugar. What you thinking, Tashana? Watermelon and sugar, that's what I'm having. Oh, Charlotte?
I think I'll go with milk and honey.
Okay, all right.
I actually did this last time.
Oh.
I did the charcoal.
Oh, charcoal's really good.
I did not want to take my foot out because it felt so good.
So you'll hear that. It's so good. She didn't even want to remove her feet.
No, it is. It's really good. Like when you feel your foot.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. So this smells amazing, and we are in these beautiful fluffy robes, courtesy Candice as well, so that we can have the ultimate experience as we have our jelly pedicure. So, Charlotte, I'm so happy to see you.
Good to see you too.
Right? She's repping T Hall, okay, guys? Trinity Hall, right? Still here. I bring all my sisters here. Very happy. Charlotte is my whole sister, and it's so nice to have seen her. She's evolving. She continues to evolve. But before I get more into that, maybe Charlotte, I always feel like the best person to tell us about themselves is the person. Some people will disagree, but maybe you could tell us a little bit about you.
So, my name is Charlotte Chadee. I'm a DJ. I'm also a producer.
Oh.
And I'm content creator as well.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Quite a few things.
Clearly.
But yes, I've been a DJ for quite a while, since I was 15. I'm not gonna make you guess my age.
And I will keep my lips sealed. So don't come and ask me, please.
I've been a DJ for a while. I work on Next 99.1. I'm on the morning show every Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. I'm from South.
Yes, because South is the best place all here.
Pleasantville, San Fernando. Big up South.
That's right.
But yeah.
All right. So you all heard a little bit about Charlotte. And typically when we do our episodes, we will ask everybody, what's in their cup. But courtesy, Tranquility Beauty Spa. Yes, Charlotte. And I have some. What do you have?
This is the sweet rose.
We both have the sweet rose as our complimentary drink. And also, when you come here, you can also get this. This is not just because we are here, right? There's a complimentary drink. Cheers. Whenever you come, it is wine or tea or coffee, because at Tranquility Beauty Spa, they want to make sure that you are absolutely relaxed and well taken care of. So that's what we have in our glasses today. But Charlotte, what would you typically have, if you weren't being pampered today, what's your drink of choice?
Honestly, water or coconut water.
Are you saying that because your mother is watching this?
No. No, I like red wine as well.
Okay.
But most of the times I would drink coconut water.
Well,
I really like water.
Judging by how beautiful your skin is, good job.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, she has that. Look, guys, not a stitch of makeup on her. Looking amazing. Yes.
I work hard on my skincare routine.
Good job.
Good
job. I see that. I really struggle with water drinking, but I'm trying to be better. Apparently, it keeps you alive. I don't know.
Like because I in parties so much.
Yes.
I accustomed drinking like a lot for years, so now I don't really drink as much.
Right.
It's because I know in parties there's always alcohol around.
Yes.
So if I could choose, I would honestly opt for like a glass of coconut.
I like coconut water too. I think if that's the only water that I had to drink, like if there were like 8 glasses of coconut water every day, I could do that.
Water.
But regular water tastes bad. Don't come at me. It tastes bad. Yeah.
What water are you drinking?
That's what I'm saying. Everybody's like, water don't have a taste. I just don't like it.
No, water does have a taste.
Thank you.
If you drink water all the time, you can tell.
That's what I'm saying.
You can always tell the difference.
So now that we know what would literally be in your cup, what's been going on with you? I imagine your hands are in so many different pots.
So much.
And you're here, groundbreaking as a female DJ and all of that. So what's in your cup?
Definitely a lot more traveling since the pandemic and the places finally opened back.
Yes.
Yeah, thank goodness for that for sure. But yeah, a lot of more traveling. And I'm actually focusing on producing. So I'm actually working on some projects and whatnot. I released a project last 2 years ago. The Long Drive. It was like an EP.
Okay.
It was about 7 tracks. Yeah, and it was pretty good.
Are you the artist on these tracks?
I am the producer. It actually doesn't have any like artists on it. It's like instrumental.
Just music.
Yeah, just music for people to kind of meditate to and stuff. So I put it out 2 years ago and it got really good feedback.
Okay.
So I actually want to continue that.
Yeah.
And do like another EP. It was called The Long Drive.
Right.
Because that's based on a mixtape series that I put on my SoundCloud.
Okay.
So yeah.
So we could find that EP on SoundCloud also?
You could search DJ Chavez on SoundCloud. I have all my mixtapes are there.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So
you all heard it.
And
DJ Charlotte on SoundCloud.
And the EP is available on streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple. It's on YouTube as well. Okay. So yeah.
Well, I love that so available.
Yeah, and I'm working on soca is what I really want to produce and put out. So I'm actually working on a few things. I don't want to say because I mean nothing's set in stone.
Right.
These things kind of you might want to produce something and release it for next year, and then it kind of doesn't go that way.
Yes.
But I am working on those things right now.
Okay.
And on top of besides that, DJing, early morning show, traveling, things like that.
That is so exciting.
It is.
And I think so. If I am correct, this is the first radio morning show with an all-female cast.
No. That was the drive time show.
Okay.
But then I was working with Whitney husband and Timmy Trini, but Whitney left to work on another radio station. Okay. So I ended up going on the morning show, and Timmy is now on Talk City.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay.
So now I am with Richard Trumpet, Tim Tim, and DJ Ewan.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And what is that experience like? Because I mean, you worked a few places.
It's a bit chaotic, but I enjoy it. Like it's a fun show. Yeah. We keep a good balance between, the comedy side of it, and then we talk about these serious topics, things that are happening in Trinidad and Tobago, trending topics and whatnot. We keep a good balance. Yeah. So it's actually a really fun show. The time flies. Honestly, the time flies. And
it's 6 to 9?
Yeah, from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. every Monday to Friday. We have a lot of really, really cool callers. They call in. Yeah, you have regulars. Yeah, we have the regulars. And people listen and they enjoy the show. So far it's going.
And do you feel I think you always bring something different as a person, but as a female.
Yeah, definitely bring the female presence there. So it kind of gives a good balance. So whenever the guys give their way and their opinions, I kind of chime in, coming from a female perspective.
Right.
So, yeah.
That is helpful. Thank you for representing us.
Yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy because with the three of them there, and it's like one of me, and it's like
it's not fair. It's not fair fight.
When the man not agreeing with
yes.
the female opinion, I had to be like, I have to kind of stop and be like, hey,
that's right.
Like I give them my opinion here.
Yes.
People may not agree with it, but I mean, to me, that's healthy conversation.
I think so. I think
have a conversation and everybody disagreeing all these times.
That's like, boring.
There needs to be a different perspective, and I just try to show people a different perspective.
Yeah.
Like I respect your opinion,
but
this is mine. You know? So that's where I come with that.
It's good that you can be assertive in that role too, because I know it's not easy.
Yeah.
And then your industry is heavily male dominated.
It is. But I mean, there are women who are up and coming,
right?
And I feel like in time there's going to be a lot more female DJs, mic women.
Yeah,
hopefully,
because
there's a lot of men in this industry. It's a bit crowded.
But there are a lot of words that people would attribute to you, I guess, because you are a female in the field. So how do you feel about something like the term pioneer?
I kind of...
It's heavy, right?
Yeah.
It's heavy.
Because I'm not sure if that would be a term that I would feel deserving of, if I'm being honest. Because I just do what I do because I love what I do.
Yeah.
But I guess in that way, that could inspire other people to do the same, or younger girls to get into the industry.
Yeah.
So that's a real big honor.
Yeah.
We call that, yeah.
But it's a fact. So you need to accept it and move on in life. Candace is saying yes. No, and that's the thing, right? So it's not even about us trying to blow up your head or anything like that.
I guess I do try to just keep focused on doing what I do best.
Yeah. Because in Trinidad, I think there's probably a handful of names you can call as female DJs.
Yeah.
And probably not even using all your fingers in terms of what the names everyone would know.
That's true.
And yours was one of the first.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Right? So you're doing your thing, yes. You're not doing it for any props, but you have props to get, so you need to take it. Thanks.
Take my props. I'm going to take a...
I will take a sip for that too.
For sure.
So there's a lot going on. You have all these projects. You have this crazy schedule.
Yeah.
What? So there's a lot happening. And it's not always easy to keep everything, I guess, in the order that you like it to be. So how do you manage that? And in doing that, especially with the industry that you're involved in, are there any pet peeves that you have? And what boils your water? I mean, in general, it doesn't have to be industry related, but
I guess being judged as a woman in the industry. I feel like female DJs in particular, we are judged more for our looks before
your talent.
The talent. I feel like that doesn't really apply to the male DJs. Like nobody really looks at what they're wearing or whatnot. People tend to look at that first and judge you based off of that first. And there's like a constant need to have to prove myself all the time to remind people that I'm talented too. I could play the same set as these male DJs, and people also kind of box the female DJs, tend to put them in this box where like we expect you to play a certain kind of music. Like you're really going on shall only plays like the man, it's kinda like people tell me sometimes you should play music for women. For the gal them, and I'm like, because you're like a
for the gal,
because you're a representative of them, and I'm just like, my way of representing is to play everything
for everyone,
everybody. So yeah, that does happen. I do hear that still to this day. I mean, I kind of get accustomed to it, so not much really annoys me. But
you're very chill. You're a cool customer.
I think because I've just been in the business for so long.
Yeah.
Also in the industry, people do tend to not be very genuine. Yeah. But I think that's expected in any industry, So I kind of just get so accustomed to it.
Yeah.
People, they kind of fake smile with you and whatnot, and they don't really mean what they say. Yeah. Because the industry is also very competitive.
Right.
So somebody might be smiling with you, but really and truly they either looking to take your spot or charge less than what you're charging just so that they could get it. You know, so simple things like that. But I can't really say it's a pet peeve or it does really like grind my gears or anything like that because I'm accustomed to it or I'm used to it. So, yeah.
Do you have any pet peeves in general?
I like to be woken up when I sleep.
That is good news. That's good to know.
When I lack in real sleep and people wake me up for something that could have been a message.
Yeah.
Like a call that could have been a message.
Yes. Yeah. If I had your schedule, I would also be annoyed by that.
If you love me, let me sleep.
If you love me, let me sleep, guys. Okay? That is the quote of the day. If you love me, let me sleep.
I'm not a morning person.
Okay.
It's so funny that I do the morning show.
Yes. How has that been for you?
It's been, you know,
because you have to get up.
Waking up part is a struggle.
Yeah.
But once I'm up and we on air, the energy comes.
Right.
But some mornings, to wake up is really be a challenge.
Because you have to get about like what, 5?
Yeah, like 5.
Yeah.
And have to be alert and awake and ready to talk and ready to read scripts and ready to take calls and all those things. So it's not like I could just wake up and just kind of, you know, just idly be in work. Like, no, I have to be alive and energetic.
You have to bring energy, Oh, my.
So it's not easy. The morning show is really not easy. And I was told this. And it was like, yeah, you're in the big leagues now.
Yes, because that's prime time.
Yeah, it was like, that's not an easy shift to do.
Mm-hmm.
And in between, like, traveling and shows on the weekends and then to do morning radio, it can be really tiring.
How do you find time for life in the midst of all of that? Because I think people, they look at you, they see your socials, they're like, oh my gosh, she's always having a good time, you're traveling, in these parties. But the Charlotte who's not performing, and I have to say performing because you're like an artist in that sense, you're very laid back. I think a lot of people might be surprised if they meet you and they're like, oh, well, I didn't realize she was this chill. You know, how do you find time for everything else?
Honestly, the time, it's not much, but when I do get the time, I take full advantage.
Right.
So I would just home. I live on my own now.
Right.
Honestly, so calming and relaxing.
Having your own space.
Having your own, like, that peace of mind.
Yeah.
To come home to your own place and you could just kind of rock back and watch TV. Yeah, that's me. I don't really go out of my way to do anything special. More or less just kind of rock back. But it is relaxing at home, or I make time to come down south and spend time with my family. And yeah, honestly, yeah. Although I feel like I should, you know, take myself to the beach or...
I think you deserve that.
Yeah. But it just have sometimes that I get in my bed, you know. Like,
beds are also great. If you love me, let me sleep. Yeah.
Also, when I'm traveling, like if I have a gig overseas, those are honestly more relaxing than anything.
Really?
Yeah, because you get put in a hotel, you get to relax, and you have your show, but sometimes they might give you like a day, which is rare. But sometimes you get a day to just kind of
roam if you want to.
Yeah, and those trips is honestly, it'd be tiring but relaxing at the same time. So tiring,
I get you.
Like you travel and play in a different country and like a different crowd. So you have to be on point with those things, but then you get to relax after.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to drive home. You're going right back by a hotel.
That's right.
So yeah, those moments.
What is your pressure level in terms of feeling, if you do, feeling any sort of pressure to just do really well? Now, at this point, I mean, you've been doing this for, what, 10 years? More than you did say 15, right? So we're not going to do the math, guys. Right? So you've been doing this for a long time.
I can say my age. I'm 33.
Right. So she kind of old, right? But she's not too old. So she out here.
Old. I'm real old.
No, because if you're real old and I'm older than you, then I'm really, really old. So I'm not taking that, right? So she kind of old, not too old.
I kind of old.
Yeah. Did you say I'm old?
No.
Is that what you said?
I said yes.
Okay. And Ricardo is ancient. Because if Charlotte is kind of old and I'm old and Ricardo is ancient. But that's okay, like fine wine.
This is supposed to be the best time of your life.
Well, but he's not in his anymore.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that's what it is. This is I wish that we were recording the way we usually do, so y'all can see Ricardo's face. So we have to figure out a way to do that, Ricardo, when we film on location. But you've been doing this a long time. You're established in your career.
Quite a while.
Do you feel the same pressure that you did in the beginning? Because I know for some people, they say, they haven't lost that. But for you, do you feel the same, or is it a different type of pressure that you experience now? Or are you like, pressure, what's that?
It's different. I used to feel really nervous before sets, especially for like a big crowd. But I've gotten so accustomed to it. There's still like a hint of nervousness, but it's more like adrenaline, really, to kind of just go out there and do my thing. But the pressure I feel now is more on the lines of what's next, like what's the next thing, because I've always thought I don't want to just be a DJ.
Yeah.
I've always thought that since I started DJing, because I actually in the beginning I never looked at it as a craft.
Right.
I just looked at it as a hobby.
Yeah.
So I used to think of, I'd have to do something else.
Yeah. But
then I decided to take it on full time. But even in the back of my mind, I always thought, there has to be more. But I always wanted to do more than DJing. So that's why I ventured into producing.
Right.
And the content creation came from building a following on social media. And that wasn't really planned. It's more like working with brands in time, realizing, okay, this is something that I actually enjoy doing, and brands reach out to me, and and we work together. So that's where that came along. But there's still like a lot of other things that I want to do. And I haven't really fully figured out as yet. But I mean, I think that's the beauty in it, not knowing exactly what you want to do.
I love that. Figuring it out.
There's still time,
because a lot of people feel like there's not.
Nah, I think there's more than enough time for me to figure out what I want to do. As long as I know that I want to do something else. I don't want to just rest on just being a DJ.
Right. So seeing that this was not the initial plan in terms of full time, because when I would have met Charlotte, we would have been at university. So she bright, right? How did your parents feel about your family, I should say, about you making this move? Because I mean, being a DJ, that is not conventional, number one, and number two, it's not conventional for women.
Well, my father did not like it at all, not one bit.
Right.
He was like, "Where are you going at this hour?"
Yeah. Because parties don't start at 8 a.m.
Yeah, I
most
would
of
have
them.
to go to the clubs, and my father
must have loved that.
would see me dressing up to go out and be like, "Where are you going?" I gotta work.
work, or work it.
Work.
You had daddy asking questions.
What do you mean by that? He had a real problem with
right.
I mean, by rights,
of course,
his daughter, and I'm the youngest.
Yeah.
I'm the baby in the family. So your youngest daughter going to the club to DJ.
Yes. Yes.
So people that are strangers, that would raise eyebrows.
Yeah.
But I think it was when he was watching the news, he saw a certain Malta commercial, and I was in the ad.
Right.
And the ad was, the whole campaign was "Be Original, Be You."
Wow.
So it was actually me. And this is when I was,
sorry,
I think I was like 21. I was very young. I was 20 or 21. And Nyla Blackman was also in there. That was when she now came on the scene.
Right.
And there were a lot of other talented people. And we were all part of this campaign. It was a really, really cool campaign. And we shot a whole commercial in Chagramas at this like abandoned warehouse area. And the commercial comes up, and you see me on some turntables, and I scratching away.
Yes.
And my father was like, "Oh wait, that
is that my child? She looks a little familiar."
And I think after that, instead of questioning where you going, it was like, "Okay, so what gig do you have now?"
Right.
Then he started to show interest.
Okay.
And then he started to see the growth that
Yeah, and where it could take you, I guess.
And then. So now he's be like, well, what shows you have now? Where you're traveling to now? So he's way more accepting of it back then. Okay. My mom has always supported me.
Right.
My mom is like my biggest support.
Big up you, mommy.
Big up Chadee.
That's right.
Yeah. So she's always been very, very supportive of it. And yeah, to this day, she's still huge supporter. She's worried more than anything.
Yes.
She see me kind of going.
Yeah.
Wants to kind of check in to be like, you know, you're getting enough rest.
Right.
You know, you're good. You know, things like that.
And because she knows her child, she will not be calling you when you're sleeping.
She knows me very well.
Fun fact, Charlotte's mother and my mother know each other a very long time.
Yeah, they do.
Before we were even thoughts. They were in the Rangers together. Big up Second San Fernando Rangers. For those of you who are like, what is a Ranger? It's like the most senior of a girl guide. Right?
I was a girl guide.
Yeah. You were a girl guide?
Up until primary school. When I went to secondary school, they didn't have girl guides in Thailand. They stopped it.
So I was not a girl guide. I was a brownie.
I was a brownie.
Right. And then I had a horrible experience with my brown owl. So I was like, I good. Even though we had junior guides in our primary school, yeah. And then when I went to secondary school, we had senior guides. So I was a senior guide.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So we somewhat followed in the footsteps. All right. So that's good to know. And for you at this point, when you look back, what was the turning point for you? Like, when did you realize, okay, I don't want to say made it, but you got to a particular level of notoriety where people knew who DJ Charlotte was? Yeah, like, did you have that moment where you're like, hey, this is interesting?
Probably when I started playing in really, really huge fest for carnival. I think, yeah, definitely that. And also when I left Slam, and it was my last shift.
Yeah.
And I didn't wait. Actually, I waited till like the last hour to announce it.
Wow.
And the calls, like people started calling, and it was like, where you going, like what? And people just started to give their testimonies, and it turned into like a whole we took 45 minutes of calls actually, because I worked with Sunny Bling.
Right.
I was on a B2B Tuesday.
Yeah.
And I didn't expect the reaction to
that outpouring of love.
It was really unexpected. I thought, okay, I'm telling everybody I'm leaving. I told everybody wishing me the best. Like, people were like really, they got me emotional.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't expect to cry and thing, and I did. Like, I didn't cry on it.
Yeah.
Like, nah.
It was a gangster.
Bad man don't cry.
Bad man don't cry.
I waited till we came off air. Bad man don't cry on air.
Bad man don't cry on air.
Right.
Get together.
I waited till we came off air, and when it really started to sink in, there was so many people that called.
Okay.
And we took 45 minutes to call.
Wow.
People just kept calling, and they was like, you know, like, wish you all the best, like, you're very good, and just that, like, my daughter looks up to you, like, really, it was really emotional. So I think then I didn't realize my impact.
Yeah.
Not until then.
Wow.
It was a real kind of surreal kind of moment.
Yes. Like, yes. Well, I mean, Charlotte, I don't know how you do it, because when I do one flight, I'm exhausted, and I guess especially like in the carnival season, not just in Trinidad, but you know, all up the islands and stuff, because it's kind of close-ish, I guess, in terms of time frame. Like Grenada's August, I think St. Lucia's August as well, or July.
St. Lucia's July,
right?
And even before that is St. Vincent,
right?
Carnival.
Yes.
I had Jamaica Carnival recently.
Right.
That's the first carnival after Trinidad.
Right. Okay.
So it's like Trinidad kicks off, and then Jamaica. There's like Cayman Island.
Oh, wow.
Like a bunch of carnivals that I have yet to really experience, but I've done Jamaica Carnival.
Okay.
I've experienced Vinci Carnival, St. Lucia Carnival, Capova.
Right.
I've yet to experience a Spice Master, Grenada.
Okay. Okay.
I kind of always wanted to experience that, but there's carnivals throughout the whole year.
So you have carnivals throughout the year, and then there are other gigs that you would book, and then you are trying to work on your other projects you're producing, etc. And then you're trying to stay alive and live
and fit and healthy.
Exactly. So when you do like all of those things into consideration, what is your mental health like?
It's good now. It's a lot better. I'll be very honest. The pandemic, it was not. Like,
right.
I think I kind of went into I don't want to say depression, but it did feel like that.
Okay.
Because when the pandemic initially started, I was one of those people that was like, we're gonna blow over.
Yeah. I think we all thought that. We all thought by July, August, you know.
I didn't think it would have been that.
Yeah.
But my mother, she actually called it before. Like,
oh wow.
Since December before 2019, she kept telling me, she was like you're not seeing what's going on in China. Like, this is real serious. I don't feel like we're paying attention to this, and I don't.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then things started to get serious.
Yeah.
And the moment they declared the first case in Trinidad, my mother called me that same day and she was just like, come home. And at the time I was living up St. Joseph, I was renting. I was by myself and she was like, come home.
Yeah.
And I was like, what do you mean? She was like, this is not going to blow over anytime soon. You're going to be, like, you're going to reach a point where you're not going to be able to do any shows, anything. Like, you need to come home now. You have a house in Pleasantville. Like, just come home.
And have food there.
Get back on your 2 feet. When you get back on your 2 feet, then you could, try and find another place. But,
good job, Mom.
Yeah, and I was in denial. I was like, good.
No, it'll be all right. Yeah.
And then I started to get calls and emails. The show canceled, postponed, canceled.
Wow.
And then they closed the borders, so I couldn't even fly. Like, and then I realized, at one point, I'm probably not gonna be able to pay my rent by being I spoke to my landlady at the time, and she wasn't really that understanding. She was more like if you
sucks to be you.
If you can't pay it, and I was like, okay. So I about 6 months later, I moved out.
Yeah,
and it was hard because I felt like I worked so hard to get to where I am.
And that independence.
And you're living on my own because I was living by myself for almost 3 years.
Wow.
And then this happened, and everything kind of just came tumbling down all at once. So, like, mentally, I was really out of it. And to me, I started to even question if DJing is something I should have even got involved in. Like, maybe I should have chosen another career.
Yeah.
But I had to, like, constantly remind myself, I chose this for a reason. Like, I do this because I love doing this, and I had to be reminded of that, and kind of being told that you can't really DJ anyway, you can't play anyway. The entertainment industry was the first industry to close and the last hope.
Wow.
So even during the pandemic, a lot of people, had a lot to say about artists and DJs, and they only study and party, but it's like that's
your living.
That was our
your
job.
income.
That was our source of living. Know? So it's not that we were complaining, but there was really nothing for us.
Yeah. That was your reality. Yeah.
There was nothing for us for 2 years. And it was very hard to jump back into that, going back into the party scene, when the borders were open and partying open. Mentally, it took a lot out of me to really get back into it, because we went from big parties, carnival, to virtual events.
How was that for you?
That was the weirdest thing ever. Imagine having to DJ in front of a camera like this.
Yes.
Like this is the camera, and I'm DJing. So I have to be my own energy, my own vibe. Anything with DJing,
you feed off the crowd.
It involves a lot of exchange of energies where I feed off of the crowd's energy and the crowd feeds off of mine.
Yeah.
So there was none of that anymore. And I did quite a few virtual events. Corporate stuff, even virtual parties.
Right.
And like you're seeing people on little screens, and I mean they're trying to enjoy this
like a Zoom party.
But it just never felt and having to think this is the new normal was not working for me. I was like, nah, this cannot be the new normal. Because at the end of the day, human beings, we are social beings.
That's right. I think we were created for that relation. We were
created to socialize. Yeah. So this was like, this cannot be the new normal. This cannot be how things are gonna be like. I refuse to believe that. But the pandemic did, however, it gave me something that I didn't have before, which was time.
Right.
Like, time to really reflect and think about my entire career and my life and what I could do better.
Yeah.
What I could work on in the future. Maybe I was focusing on the wrong things, even like in terms of spending money. Like I had to think about everything.
Yeah.
So that gave me the pandemic. Like, it took a lot, but it also gave me a lot.
Yes.
So mentally, it was a struggle, but it gave me time to really kind of deal with all of those emotions. And really come to terms with a lot of things. And really try to live better or live smarter and learn everything. Learn about myself, learn more about myself, or learn about things that I want to do that I didn't have the time to do before. Like, try and focus on those things. So it was up and down, but coming out of it, my mental health is definitely a lot better now.
Well, I'm very happy to hear that. And how did you move from that space to somewhere where you're better? Like, what would have helped you?
Definitely friends, family, even people who follow me, like supporters and stuff. Like, I remember I made a very emotional post on my birthday during the pandemic, where I kind of was very honest with how I was feeling.
Right.
And because I was like, I started to feel like social media started to feel like a burden. Like, it started to feel like a posting just so that people could see that I'm alive.
Keeping up appearances.
Not because I actually want to post. Because at the end of the day, like, I'm not happy. Like, I'm not good with myself. So I don't feel like posting something with a meaningless caption and smiling. Like, that's really not
wasn't authentic.
That's not me. So definitely people having to remind me when I posted. I made that post and people reached out to me and they was like, yo, I didn't realize you were going through those things and I was going through the same thing. And it's nice to see somebody being honest and
real
about how they felt. And I was like, because people really don't realize, entertainment, this is our job. And it doesn't matter what mood we're in. You could be in a bad mood, you could be angry. When we go on stage, like,
you can't bring any of that there.
Literally have to kind of block out all of the emotions and just focus for that hour, 2 hours until they come off. So we're not really good at dealing with emotions.
Yeah, you kind of push it down.
Yeah, we kind of tend to, entertainers, we tend to put that to the side and deal with it privately. But we don't really talk about it.
Right.
We don't really talk about it openly. Our job is to entertain.
That's right. So nobody's trying to figure out what's going on with you.
Nobody's trying to be like, hey, you okay? Like, no. Be like, no.
I want to be happy. Not trying to find out what's going on with you.
But people, I think people were a lot more compassionate and understanding during the pandemic.
I think because a lot of people were also experiencing that too.
It
was something similar. A lot of people would have had that. And now, because you said you're in a better space now, which you're very happy about, how do you maintain your mental health now?
Well, I actually go to therapy, and I talk about it. And I want to talk about it because I feel like therapy is something that people tend to look down on. And I feel like everybody should go to therapy.
Everybody should go to therapy. I also have a therapist.
And I think it's not just when you're feeling down. I think everybody should take time to really figure themselves out. And going to therapy does that. So I've started therapy, and it's been really, really helpful. It made me learn things about myself that I couldn't really see.
So proud of you.
So therapy is not something to judge or criticize anybody for, and I highly recommend everybody.
You all heard that?
Everybody goes to therapy.
DJ Charlotte said she highly recommends that everybody do it. Say it.
Go to therapy.
Go to therapy. Go to therapy, and if you love me, let me sleep.
Put that on a t-shirt.
I will. It's going on a t-shirt. Trust me. So we have therapy. Is there anything else that helps you? I know you have a strong support system, family and friends.
I find things to keep my energy levels up, my dopamine levels up. So I actually paint.
Oh.
Yeah.
So she can just do everything. I'm not mad at that at all. Yeah.
I mean, as not a big artist or anything like that, but I
so she started backpedal already?
No, just making a clip. But I do enjoy painting. It's very therapeutic. I start by the gym.
Right.
Kind of like do things to better your future self. So your future self can thank you and say, hey,
your future self is going to thank you.
Started back.
Yes, yes.
So even things like eating better, things like that, are doing things that I enjoy.
Yeah.
But I definitely want to travel more, not just for like gigs or anything, but
for enjoyment.
Like, for like vacation, because there's so many places that I want to visit.
You have time.
I went on a Euro trip last year.
Where did you go?
I went to London, New York, Paris, Amsterdam.
Yes, sis.
And it was magical because I've never been to Europe before.
Right.
And this was like a trip that was planned like 5 years plus.
Yeah.
It was because one of my friends, she moved to the UK.
Okay.
And for years she was like, yo, whenever
just come.
Y'all need to come. And my other girlfriends, one is in New York and one is in Barbados.
Yeah.
So we all decided finally, you know what, let's
yay.
And it was the best ever. It was honestly real life changing too. Because I've never been there, you know, and I always wanted to go.
Yeah.
It's like travelers make you realize, take the trip when you can.
Take the trip because
when you work hard and you put aside saving money, like take the trip.
And I think COVID would have also encouraged that as well because we made so many people made plans. We made so many plans. I'm going to do this next year. I'm going to do that. And then there was a long period where we just didn't know when we would be able to do that.
Fact.
You know?
Fact.
So I love that for you.
Thank you.
We encourage travel here at Chit Chat with 2 T's.
Yeah.
So if you're listening and you would like us to come wherever you are, you know, in another country or an island, feel free to do that.
You can take me on a
of course. You have to come. That's right. You gotta come.
I'm holding it up.
Oh, so y'all heard it here. Remember, when we go on location in another island or country, TJ Charlotte has to come. TJ Charlotte has to come. And I'm flying her out because we speak it into existence in Jesus' name. You know, but it's interesting. She's not trying to say we'll be the other way around too, right? You all heard that. She didn't say that. I mean, it's been so great having you here. I can't believe our time has almost come to an end. I mean, our pampering continues, right? This is a form of therapy, which is one of the reasons why we're here, because your physical health and your mental health are inextricably linked. You know, you could be going to the gym every day, you know, for hours on end, but if mentally and emotionally you're not okay, it's not going to make a difference, right? And you'll feel that in your body. Exactly. So something as, you know, people might say, well, how a pedicure going to make me feel better? Come to Tranquility Beauty Spa and let Candace and Tashana take care of you, and you'll see how. You'll see how it can make you feel better. So just remember that. So as we're looking to close up, I mean, Charlotte, do you want to tell us about anything that you may have upcoming? I know you mentioned some projects earlier. You can't really speak on that, but if there's anything you'd like to say about what we might see, you know, now you can feel free to say that now, or you could say, or they will just see whenever.
I mean, you might see an event happening soon. You know, a DJ Charlotte
presents. DJ Charlotte presents. I like it.
Definitely want to do something different as well. I kind of want to give the female leaders.
You're hearing that? Candace is taking care of Charlotte massage wise. It's serious here, Tranquility, you know. Stress nothing. Yeah.
But definitely want to create a platform to put other female leaders on. So whether it's creating an event and putting them on the platform.
Yeah.
So yeah. But that's all I mean.
All right, that's all you get. That's all you get. But I love that you're supportive of other women, because so many people think women don't support each other, especially in a field where, you know, it's cutthroat almost.
And that's the thing, there's so many young female DJs that want to get into the business, but they don't really know how. Yeah. So
you could provide some mentorship, some guidance.
I feel like when you've been blessed with all this talent, it's like your responsibility to give back at something.
Giving back. Yeah. I love that. Yeah. She's nice, huh? She's very nice. Most of us know how, but for those of us who don't know how can we find DJ Charlotte?
On Instagram at DJ Charlotte, which is linked to my Facebook. DJ Charlotte. You could stream all my mixtapes on SoundCloud. I'm on Twitter as well at DJ Charlotte. Yeah. I'm on TikTok as well, but I ain't posted on TikTok in a long time.
Don't go looking for her there, guys.
But you could go there and see the old content, but I promise to start back with the TikTok. TikTok is real. The content. Yeah, but DJ Charlotte official on TikTok.
All right. And you know, unfortunately, that brings us to the end of our time. Charlotte, it was so good having you here.
Thank you.
I hope that now that you're an official friend of Chit Chat with 2 T's, that this will not be the last time we see you.
Of course not.
All right?
Yeah. I'm out.
I know you see, she don't forget those things.
I don't.
All right? And now it's here, immortalized. Right? So, she bright. She went to St. Joseph's Convent, guys. They like me for some reason. You know, they never leave me alone.
No, we don't.
Because we had 2 of your fellow alumni. We had Kiara James. She was our season 2 opener. We also had Victoria Lee Cummings. She was in season 2 as well. So St. Joseph's Convent, they love me. Can't get enough of me. But you know, I'm still HFC to my heart, guys. Okay, just don't forget that. All right. Oh wow, thank you. That's you fighting.
No, we acknowledge other countries.
Wow, Truin.
We acknowledge other countries.
Truin, shots fighting wild.
No, we acknowledge, but there could only be one.
Oh, and that's why we're ending now. So thank you so much to Candace at Tranquility Beauty Spa. Yes.
Very nice.
Oh, thank you. And we will be doing a short feature with Candace, so y'all will look out for that, so you can get a little bit more info about Tranquility Beauty Spa and about Candace. But you know, her contact info will be listed below. All right. So thank you so much for being with us. As usual, I am jvaldez, counseling psychologist and host, and we look forward to seeing you next time on Chit Chat with 2 T's. This is season 3, you know. 3. Okay? And look out, because this is just the beginning, guys. Season 3 is going to be wild. All right? So take care of yourself. Take care of your mental health. And we'll see you later. Bye. Bye. And scene. Yay! You did it.
That's really nice.
Good job. That smells amazing.
I know.
What is that? Thanks for giving me a little something. Appreciate you.
See.